Well, hello, hello. It's been a little bit. I apologize for that. I hope you had a wonderful week and you have the rest of your week is fabulous too. Um, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Life gets in the way, and I appreciate each and every one of you because, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. But I had actually sat down and was starting to clean out my curiosity cabinet, and I thought, well, dang, why don't I just do a video on that? So that's what I'm doing. Um, I'm going to start on the bottom shelf, and that's going to take up this whole video. So my bottom shelf is nothing but clowns. So if you have a fear of clowns, dislike clowns, find them slightly creepy, then this may not be the video for you. But if you like clowns, then keep a watching. Here we go, guys. Well, I had to do it. I'm sorry. Can't help myself. I love horror movies, so I had to throw that little tidbit in there. But, yeah, as you can see, it really needs to be cleaned. You see all the little flakes here? This is from my dog coming in because, we're transitioning from winter into spring. And they get all muddy. They come in here and they shake because this is right as they come in. And then they flick mud all over. All over. See it? See it? Isn't it wonderful? It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. But first, I have actually a small little haul. In all actuality, I think they're pretty much all clowns. Go figure, huh? This piece right here is Occupied Japan. And I think I paid about $16 for this. No chips or cracks. Not understanding quite what's going on here because it's kind of clownish looking, but kind of not clownish looking. So I really don't know, but I thought it was fantastic. Never seen anything like it, so of course I grabbed it. These I've actually had in the shop before. They're salt and pepper shakers. They're from Japan. Aren't they cute? They're in excellent condition. No chips or cracks. They both have their cork stoppers present. And they're just fabulous little fellas. They're I think I was $12 for these guys. Something like that, around $12. And let's see. We got this guy right here. He's not exactly a clown. He looks like he's got a moon head. This is a keeper for me. It's from Germany, I think. Not 100% sure. Possibly antique. I don't know. If anybody knows anything about this little fella here, let me know. But, he is a bottle, actually. His hat. See? Comes off. He's got a little cork stopper right there. And I just thought he was really, really cool. I'm pretty sure... I think I spent maybe $25, between $25 and $30 for him. Something like that. But, that big old noggin with the little stink eye. That was, that was all it took for me. I had to have him. And then this crazy looking little dude. He's had a little accident here. Somebody ripped some of his hair off. He's got a full head of hair except right in this little piece right here. Don't know what kind of accident he got into. Probably somebody who didn't like clowns very much, but he's just a little fella. But he was one of those old carnival prizes. And I think I paid about $12 for him, and he's just... he's got one of those faces that, only a mother could love. then I got this guy. I've had him before too. He is still in his box though, and the other one I had was not in his box. It's this cute little fella right here. It's a marionette, I guess you would call it, Hazel's, and the graphics on this box is just really, really cute. Let's see. Yeah, here's the other side. And it's just, you know, all the good stuff to get you going and how to use it and everything like that. So I'm assuming that he's never been out of the box because it looks like that piece at the top that has the strings is still attached. So that was a cool find. He was probably about somewhere between $30 and $35. And those guys are in the shop. Well, let's get going here. This actually doesn't have anything to do with this. Clownies really, but it's just an old license plate. Actually off of the off of a hearse. I found this in the basement of a funeral home. They had a whole stack of license plates, and these were the oldest ones that they had. So I snagged it. This again, not anything clown related, but it's in there. This is my, well, I would say pretty much my favorite that I have in here. Look at his face. Isn't his face just fabulous? And when I squeeze his belly, see his tongue? See, he's just got this little, it's just like a little box or something, like a, I guess it's a squeeze box. Doesn't make any noise or anything like that. I don't know if he was supposed to have made any noise, but I just think he's just awesome. I just love him. He is probably, I would say he's an antique, and I think he's German. This guy is also German. I don't know, borderline antique possibly. But it's an old Jack-in-the-Box, and he has crepe paper, and look at them teethers. Look at them teethers. But yeah, he's borderline cute, creepy. But yeah, paper mache head, and he's one of my favorites too. This is just a stack of, you know, tickets. I don't know necessarily that they were for anything like, you know, circus or anything, but I don't know, kind of goes with the whole theme. This is an old circus ticket. It's Von Brothers. Let me talk. 50 cents for a child and $1 for adult. Definitely wasn't a long time ago, because, you know, you can get prices like that. Plus, I don't think the circus is actually operating anymore. I know Barnum and Bailey is not operating anymore, so I thought this was a cool piece. We have another, but this is a sideshow ticket. It was 50 cents. Cells and Grace Circus. Sideshow possibly could have been like an oddities type thing. You know, kind of like a freak show type thing. So, I got that. I also have this coin. This is Steeplechase Park, Coney Island. And I just, you know, I'm digging on that grin. Yep. Loves it. It's like a wood coin. I guess it would have been, you know, used for a ride or something like that. This guy right here, he is just an old little like finger puppet, paper mache head, possibly Japan. I stuffed his little outfit up into his head because I wasn't, I mean, that's a little too freaky leaky on the pattern. On the pattern there for me. That's a little too crazy. Yeah, wasn't digging his outfit, so, but I like his face, so did that. He's another one of my favorites. He's an antique paper mache roly-poly, and I've got a few antique paper mache roly-polies. These are from Germany. I think they're Schoenhut. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but there are so many different varieties of characters. And, you know, I just keep waiting for one. Another one to come along that's, you know, kind of unusual. And I did find a few of them, but they were too pricey for me. I just couldn't do it. Okay, this is like a little noisemaker, clacker kind of thing. It's a clown on either side, and he just kind of did this thing. I think it was mainly like an advertisement piece, because most of them had like some kind of advertising on the bottoms here. But he's a clowny, and I thought he was cute. And I think this would probably be considered an antique. I think this is probably paper mache. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but I mean, it feels like it is. Then, this is an old game piece. I'm not really sure. This is probably just a vintage piece, but of course, I had to have it because as a clown. No other reason than that. I just thought it was a cool piece to go in my collection. Now, my collection has changed. Definitely changed. It's always, you know, I'm getting rid of a piece and gaining a piece or whatever, but I think a few of these, I think this might be one that's actually in the shop for sale. This guy right here. This is another Schoenhut roly-poly, and he's a cool guy. And he's an antique paper mache. Here's another one. He's got a little niblet from his ear. He's missing an ear, but he's still cool, and you can hear him. But he's another one like that. And then I had this one right here. And he's, again, another Schoenhut roly-poly. Yep. I've got issues. Let's just say we've got a few issues here. These are Schoenhut too. I'll grab him out of here. This little guy right here, isn't he cutie? These are wood though. They're painted wood. But he's an awesome dude. And we have this one right here, which is also, I'm never going to get this stuff back in here when I take it out. He's a cutie too. No. He's still got his hat and everything. He's a little worse for the wear because I'm imagining his outfit was probably, you know, had some white in there at one point, but yeah, not so much anymore, but he's in pretty good shape. I mean, he's got all of his fingers and toes and everything, so I was real happy to have him. And then, let's see. This is another noisemaker. It's an old German one. The stick is broken off of it. It would have had a stick on the bottom, and it would have, you know, made noises as you kind of spun it around. But, yeah, everything else is missing. But I had to have it because of this. Isn't he the most awesomest little dude you ever did see? Look at this tiny little fella in here. He's probably a little less than an inch tall, but it's an old celluloid toy, and it's a clown. And believe it or not, I had found this teeny tiny little cloche and was gifted this base from one of my viewers, and he fits, and he's just absolutely fabulous. This guy right here, I just showed to you probably maybe a month ago, because that's as long as I've had him. But it's an old noisemaker. It's a clown. It's German. And he's just fabulous. He's got this funny little face. And as you can tell, I have an affinity for German clowns. Don't know what it is, but I think they really knew how to represent the clown. This is an old dexterity game. It's got the little beads at the bottom there, little balls. I'm not sure. Maybe the eyes and the buttons or something like that. And the other side is a mirror. So I guess it would have been double duty. It would have been a game when you're bored and you can look at yourself in the mirror and fix your lipstick or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. This right here is supposed to be an antique. Honestly, I'm not sure. It's supposed to be an ashtray where you flick your ashes, you know, of course, in his mouth. It doesn't look like it's ever been used, but I just don't see why they would make an ashtray out of paper. But, you know, that's just me. But he's cool. And then, well, we're talking about smoking. Here we go. This guy, no body. Nobody. But he's a smoking one. And he's so unusual because of the fact that he's a smoking clown. Even though he didn't have a body, I was still happy to have him. Yep, I thought he was cool. So he would have been an old carnival prize also. And he came with an extra pack of cigarettes. So he's gonna be living it up here for, you know, a while. Okay, and these are old, actually, these are old carnival prizes too. There's this little fella right here. He has his body. And there's just like, you know, plastic hands and feet, plastic head. And then the rest of him is just, you know, stuffed body. And this big guy, here comes the avalanche. He's a biggin. He is also got the plastic hands, but look at that face. Yes. Fantastic. He doesn't have any holes or anything like that. His outfit, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's probably slightly faded and everything, but he's just the coolest guy ever. And then, let's see. We have this, which is actually just vintage. It just has the, you know, the old looking clowns. I thought it was French, but it's actually German. And it's another one of those types of dexterity games where he has this little stick and you move him around and there's a loop that you have to get on the stick. But yeah, and it was made in Germany, West Germany, 1984. Why they stated West Germany, I'm not sure, because I don't know. If y'all let me know, when did East and West merge? When did they take the wall down? Because I can't remember the year. This doesn't belong in here. I don't know why I threw it in here, but it used to be a pincushion, and it's just a little devil kid. And I just stuck some little fake succulents in there. We have an old horn, and it's got a clown, of course. This would have been probably like a party horn. It's thick cardboard. And I don't see the price tag on it, but I'm sure it wasn't much. Doesn't work. But the graphics and everything on it are awesome. These right here, well, this is a noisemaker. This one on this side is missing, but yeah, and it's kind of, you know, worse for wear. But these guys are so hard to find, and I'm pretty sure these are German. I got this one and this one, and they're just, you know, noisemakers. I've got a little piece of wire around here to keep this one, you know, together, because otherwise it just kind of wants to hang loose. And let's see here. This is an old, it says Smiles, Assorted Shoes. Don't know how old it is. I'm imagining it's just a vintage piece, but because of the fact it has the clown on the box, I had to have it. It's empty. Doesn't have any of the candy left in it, but just thought it was a cool piece of old advertising. Something like this usually would have been thrown in the garbage can, but I'm glad somebody saved it. Here's another one of my Shone Hut roly-polies, and he's just a little wee fella, but look at that face. He looks a little stunned, but he's one of my favorites. He's really in kind of, you know, he's a little jacked up, but he's just fabulous. This guy right here, I had my other clowny sitting on him. It's never been opened, and it's literally killed me not to open it. But it's a Humpty Dumpty in a can. I'm assuming it's a toy that you put together. And it's, yeah, it's intact. You know, it's got a few dings and dents and some of the paper is wearing, but it's completely intact, you know. It's a mystery. We'll never know. You know, one of them things where you open it up, it's not worth as much. Dang it. This is just an old, like a child's, it's made in Hong Kong. But it's just a little mask. A little funny mask with glasses. And I think this is Japan, possibly. Don't know. But he's a cutie. This is one of my cutie ones. My other ones are kind of, you know, a little riskier. But I don't know. I just like the washed out pink color. It's definitely been around the bin a little bit, but you know, I think it's had some repairs done on it. But I still like it. I still like it. That's just an old picture out of a book, I think. Yeah, this is an old picture out of a book. You can see a little bit of the words right there. I just thought the image was really cute. So I framed it, put it in there. Yeah, there's some extra cigarettes. See, look at all this funk that gets in here. Yeah, these are his cigarettes. This is just an antique ribbon that I stuck on the back here just because it's kind of festive and goes with the whole clown thing. Flashcard, old flashcard, clown. And how clown ow. Don't understand that, but yeah. And this guy right here, he's an old puppet. It would have been a hand puppet because he's empty. Just stick your hand in there, but he's got a big old schnoz on him. Paper mache head. The rest of him is just, you know, a fabric body. But he reminded me of, gosh, Punch and Judy. He reminded me of Punch, so I grabbed him. And this is not necessarily clown either, but it's happy. It's kind of got the whole clown thing going on. It's one of those old sparklers that you push with your thumb. And this is German also. And I don't know. Moon face, clown face, you tell me. Not sure, but he's awesome. And these are just old Skittles or little mini bowling pins. It would have been a tabletop game. And it just kind of went with the whole clowny thing to me, I thought, just because it kind of reminds me of, you know, a clown juggling or something like that. But that is all I have to show you right now, if that wasn't enough. Now it's empty and I get to clean it out. Yeah, we get out the old English and the rag. And then I get to figure out how to put it all back in. That's the fun part. And then, Lord help me when I get to this stuff, because this is just, yeah, it's a mess. There's every square inch is covered. So, yeah, I got all this to clean. If you want to, you know, watch me clean the other ones too, then go right ahead. We'll take everything out one by one and go through everything. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and it wasn't too boring for you. And until next time, guys, see you later.